we going up there? Hey, Charlotte. Just whenever you're ready, we'll get started. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Good evening, everyone. This is the Village of Biscayne Park Planning and Designing Review Board meeting for Monday, December 16th, 2024. It is now 6:31. Do the roll call. Start Hammonds, David Gruen, Pablo Otado, H. Hartung, I'm here. We have Vanessa and Raphael from the Building Department with us tonight. And we will go to the agenda of the residents that are here. We'll go in order of the agenda. So first will be 5A 971 Northeast 111th Street. This is for a glass pool fence. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I go to that, Edward said he was not going to be here. He sent the email. Can I get a motion to excuse? Okay, David, Pablo, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, Edward is excused. Okay, we'll go back to the old business, 5A, 971 Northeast 111th Street, glass pool fence. If you'd like, you can go up there, but if we have any questions for you. All right, so. Is there anything different on this, or is it you came to talk to us about why it was denied, I believe?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So the issue is that it's a fence. You're asking for a fence in the side front yard of your house?
No, it's not the side, it's the back of the house. Basically, right now I have a wooden fence and I want to replace it with a glass fence. But it's in the back.
But it's in the back, but it's facing, on the side facing 10th Avenue.
Yeah, but right now I have like a huge closure, so you don't see anything from there.
Okay. So the definition of a fence in Biscayne Park is,
Raphael, can you speak to the microphone, please?
hold on.
Thank you.
Sorry, my thing is a little bit far away from me here. So fences may be constructed of wood, masonry, composite materials, vinyl, metal, or wire. There's no glass on that list. So you're asking for a fence in your side front.
Yes.
And you're asking for a glass fence, which it's not an approved material or a fence. Now I know that it appears that you have something, you have it kind of behind another fence.
Yeah, so basically I have the huge closure on the 10th Avenue.
Yeah.
And so no one you can see that fence.
Yeah, I understand that, but you know, whether or not it's seen or not, it's still a fence that you're asking for.
For a barrier.
Yeah, barrier, exactly.
Yes.
So because of the fact that it's glass and it's in that the side front yard, it's a structure in the front yard. So the code is very strict on what it can be made out of. So if you were to like line it up with the back of your house and it wasn't in the side yard, it could be considered part of your structure, really. But
it's not really
the
too
reason
far
it's denied
out.
is because you're asking for a glass fence, not for It's not so much that we're opposed to the design, it's just that the code doesn't allow for glass fences. There's no glass. in the-
It's not really far out. Like normally, if I use a fence, I would go like at least 10 feet from the house, but it's just only like 4 feet from the house.
Yes. It's, again, it's the fact that it's in the side front setback, that means it's, you know, if it was lined up with the house and it wasn't in the setback, we could maybe say, okay, it's part of a architectural structure of the house or something like that. But because it's actually in the setback, then the code is very clear on the definition of what can be in that setback. And it's just it's the material glass. If you came and asked for us for the same location and you said if it was going to be PVC, wood, whatever the list I just read to you, we would actually approve it.
Yes.
It's the glass part of it.
No, but I think it will look more aesthetic and prettier than to have a wood fence. That is, for me, is look better than a glass fence than a wood fence or plastic. You know,
Yeah.
like everything is see-through. It doesn't.
You have an existing fence there now?
Yes.
Okay. And it's out what, behind the Calusia?
No. So no. It's the same distance as the glass fence. I just want to replace it. I want to change from wood to glass, something more aesthetic,
Yes.
so I can see behind. You know.
Yes.
Because right now, like I have a wood fence, and I feel like the house is completely enclosed, and I still have a huge backyard that goes all the way. So I wanted to do like a see-through glass fence.
Yes. So again, it's the definition of a fence, and glass is not one of the definitions of a fence. It would, you know, that's why we denied it, and that's,
Yes.
you know, we would have, you know, it
Is
would be
there
impossible
any-
it would be impossible for us to vote for it because the code is very clear on what you're allowed to do. Now, if you wanted to go down the route of variances, which you're doing already in the front,
Yes.
you know, you might actually have a case for that because of the fact that it's the same height, shape, location as your existing fence that is legal. It's just you're asking for a change of material.
Yeah, but I want to do it shorter because the one that I have right now is 6 foot, so I want to go to 4 feet.
Um,
Procedure unless you accept the denial to do the variance, like you don't have the ability until the next time we review the code, if they change to add glass to it, it's like, can't just unfortunately vote around it.
Yeah, no, of course, I understand. So right now, the only option for proceed with this will be to do the variance. Okay, understood.
So, but let's talk about this. So that is your side front, okay?
No,
You're-
the side back.
The side, you have two fronts. You're in a corner lot.
Yes,
okay?
yes,
So
yes,
you have
yes.
the front, and then you have a side front.
Okay, okay, side
So-
front. Yes.
So right now where you have your fence, it's very odd because you're like dividing your yard in half.
Yes.
Okay. You could take, because it's your side yard, like your side front, you can take your fence at 4 feet high, all the way up to 3 feet to your property line. So you could go all the way out and put it right behind the Calusia and incorporate all
But
that
because it's
yard.
the side, isn't it, because it's the side, the setback is no more than 3 feet?
So on the side front, the 10th Avenue
Yes.
side of your property, you can do a fence up to your side property line. At 3 feet, you can do a 4-foot fence. So you could do 3 feet, 4 foot, 5 feet, 5 feet, and then 7 feet, 6 feet. It steps back as you go away from 10th Avenue. So you have I know you, Sarah, you're talking about not wanting to be able to see your yard. Well, you actually have the ability now without a variance to put a wood fence or whatever those materials are up against the backside of your Calusia.
No, but we didn't want it to go this way because if I do it the way that you're telling me right now, that means I will have to prolong from my house all the way to the end on one side. I will have to do a huge enclosure.
No, I mean, you have, right now your setback is 29 feet 9. So you could go up to 26 feet 9.
Yes, but then that will mean that I will have to divide my lot in half on the 10th Avenue on the side. from the front of the house.
Can you just come over here real quick?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I'm just saying, you do have the ability to bring this all the way out to here and go, and that way you have all this yard incorporated into your back area. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, I just was trying to give you an option. Don't walk away real quick. So, unfortunately, that's why we denied it, is because of the fact that you want to put this fence and you want to make it glass, and it's just not an approved fencing material. As much as aesthetically, I maybe would agree with you. It's just the way the code is written. It's just that we're not allowed to approve it. So, and I just wanted to give you an idea that you are allowed, you have options with this yard. Yeah. Now, I don't see it on the agenda, but we also, I believe, tabled the trellis. So that's the fence. It says pool glass fence. But where's the trellis at? Because you also had applied for this trellis? The pergola, 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 sorry, pergola. Okay. So I wanted you to, the reason we tabled this the last time was the fact that we did not have this dimension. It was not on the drawings. So if you resubmit it in that dimension from there to there is 10 feet, then we're gonna approve it. But, okay, so that was the information we were missing on that. Okay. 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 So, okay. All right, that was the reasoning on that, so. All right, yeah, so we've already denied it once. I mean, so I don't know if we have to re-deny it again, or. Well, it's already been denied. We already denied it the last time. There's really no vote because it has already been denied, right? All right, thank you, sir. Thank you. Uh-huh. Okay. Ma'am, what's on the agenda for you, or what address are you? For a trellis? Okay, yes, came here the last time we saw you, okay. And then BR is back there, right? You guys are here for 6B? All right. Can I ask that we'll come back up to 6B after we've met, because then where we can do all your stuff at the same time? Okay. All right, so then we are gonna go to 6E, 11020 Northeast 9th Court, metal re-roof, Charles Reisman. If we have any questions, I'll get you up there. Well, it's more of, we gotta just make sure you have all the other, all your other requirements. Sure, I know you know all about, so. Okay. So this is for a metal roof? The overhang goes in the entire perimeter around the house, it looks like? Yeah, but it looks like the gable or the pitch roof.
Murphy, can you go to the podium, please? Can you go to the podium? Thank you.
it's a 12.3.5. It has a 6-inch fascia, 6-inch fascia, and it has a 16-inch overhang. So. So. This is that gray area that, we have in our code, I believe. Let me just double check before I say something. Huh? Because if you look at the, yeah, if he goes to the fascia and then he goes to the drip edge, it's 18 inches. And the color is brown, which I believe is one of the colors of that's approved. Okay, David Scarlett, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. You're
good.
approved, Murph. Murphy, can you just do me a favor and resubmit your drawing? Because so this has to be 18 inches. You have it 16 inches here. But if you also look at what David pointed out, and he's correct, is you didn't measure all the way out to the end of the. I know, but. Just look at me here. I got it right here. Look. 118. Oh, that little undersized one. Murphy, can you just work with me here? So this needs to be measured out to the end, which would say 18 inches, I would imagine. So you just need to update this drawing to 18 and send it in. Please, you need to do that. Huh? Because it's drawn out. The drawing is here to the end of the fascia. 18. Okay. Thank you, Murphy. Yeah, in the new year, I'll give you a call. Yes. Thanks, Murph. Have a good. Okay. Next will be 6G 11270 Northeast 9th Avenue Trellis. He's down here. He's 6J. Hello, ma'am. Oh, she's 6G. Okay, so it's for a trellis. Is there a gate on the trellis or is it just an open?
This is an open. And I removed already, and I have a picture. You know how it has the horizontal and then the other ones that go the other way?
The trellis part?
Yes, I removed it, but I don't know if that's enough because that other structure is basically holding the two columns, securing them more.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's it. I did it already. I have a picture. I don't know if it's enough for this, or do I have to just remove the thing?
So right now you're just saying you have the post, but nothing above?
No, the post and then the ones that go like this. I removed the ones that go like this.
Okay.
Like,
Um,
can I approach it?
Sure, sure, please. Where do I have fencing at? So there is a gate. That's a gate. Okay. And how tall is that? 7 feet tall? Wait, okay. Because, um, it looks like 6 feet, yeah. Uh-huh. Um, Sure.
I have a covalation and I need to close my house. So I need to fix this. I need to take it on.
Very much. One of the best houses here.
okay, so you're allowed to have a pedestrian gate in your front yard as long as it's not more than 6 feet high. And I just want to make sure I'm reading this, and 5 feet wide. It looks about that dimension. The issue would be that. Yeah, but you're not parking your car in right. That's a stretch. That's a stretch.
I was smart car.
You're trying to come up with. To me, the fact of the matter is that. Very clearly. Take it all from the top, you can't, that's not something that includes the aesthetic.
Well, my thing is that, what are the dimensions? Is it 6 feet high by, because it doesn't look like it's more than 6 feet high. That gate, I mean, I'm pretty good at perspective, and I mean, that looks like it's not more than 6 feet high. And the length of that gate does not look like it's, the width, it does not look like it's more than 5 feet. I mean, that would be a really big gate. So we're gonna be here for probably about an hour. You want to go home and measure this? Just measure the height of it and the width of it. And then come back and we'll pick it back up, and hopefully it's within those dimensions and we can be done with it.
Question?
Sure.
I also had the other violation for the two columns that
Yes.
already removed them.
Okay.
But we were wondering, if you don't mind showing us in the survey, where can I put them? Like, where can I put them in my property line? Or?
Well, I'll show you the survey. They have to be on your property, and you need to. Yeah. So here's your property line right here. If I can draw on this,
Yes.
they need to go like right here. Or wherever your driveway's at. Yeah, I'm just saying the approach. So they can come back to here. So whatever this dimension from your property line to the street. They're like decorative posts, and the thing is they can't be in the right of way. They can be on her property. Now, you're gonna need to get a permit to put them there. For this one, but you could come back in for a revision saying, I now want to put them in this location.
You don't want to come to other meetings and be.
No, right now we just.
But it's, I mean, they're beautiful. I mean, it's just, they just can't be in the right of way. That's the thing. The setback is from the property line. So so it would be 30 feet from the front, 10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet. That's your envelope that you're allowed to build in. That's your property line, not the street. Yeah, well, it's not really using, it's just, it's keeping all the houses in a certain configuration and so on and so forth. Well, they're no look, there's only a few houses that I would say that are closer, but most of the houses in the park are 30 feet. It's just, well, no, not the grandfathered, it's just, that's our code. Our code is 30 feet. Your house just happens to be set way back. I mean, what does it say there? I mean, your house is 49 feet from the street. So whoever built your house chose to build it way in the back. Now, if you wanted to put something in, build onto the front of your house, 19 feet up, you could. You just can't, you have to stop at 30. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pause 6G. All right, so we're gonna go to 6J, 11929 Northeast Sixth Avenue, replacement windows and doors. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Just letting it load. Internet's loading on. I mean, I guess also there's 187 pages, so that's. All right, so this, I believe all the windows that face the street are now gonna be. So first of all, this is like an interior renovation, right?
Yes, correct.
So have you gotten permits yet for the interior renovation yet?
Yep, they were approved.
Okay, so they've been approved. Okay, so there's only really 3 windows that face the front of the house?
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, the front porch is now gonna be enclosed? Is that what you're doing?
no, front porch stays open, so it's gonna
So-
be, I don't know if you, are you looking at the window layout?
I'm looking at the survey, the ID, D01, your demolition plan, but now I'll scroll down to the bottom. It looks like you have 3 windows across from in front of the dining room.
Yeah, it's actually one big window right now.
Okay.
So it just getting expanded and it's gonna be 3 sections, but
Okay.
it's gonna be like a one storefront window.
Okay. But it's kind of behind those arches that
Yep.
are on the thing.
Mhm.
Okay. So, but most of the windows around, if you look at the elevations, they're all horizontal sliders, fixed windows, right?
Yes, horizontal
color?
sliders. The actually bathroom windows gonna be casements.
What is the color?
It's a brown. There was a color sample
Like a
submitted.
bronze?
Bronze, yeah.
Okay.
I have a
So, I
picture.
mean, it looks good. David and Pablo, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Approved, okay. Now, so the windows are approved. Just wanted to give you a heads up. I mean,
Mhm.
when I looked at the plan,
Mhm.
your site plan, I saw your proposed driveway.
Uh,
You are on Sixth Avenue, so you might, hopefully you're taking consideration that you have to enter and exit on that street.
yeah, yeah.
So you
it's
need, you
gonna
don't
be
need to
re-
be backing out onto the street, so you might want to rethink that driveway.
It's getting
or-
redesigned, yeah.
Okay, or make it a way that you can turn that
Mhm.
car around.
Yep, yep, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's getting redesigned, yeah. We're probably gonna do a horseshoe
Yeah.
shape or maybe.
Most
like a
houses on
circle.
Six, it would be, they're better with, with round.
Or, yeah, circle in the center, yep.
Okay, but you're gonna be back you'll be getting a permit for that whenever.
Yeah, separately, yep. Maybe in a few weeks or so.
Okay, you're good, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, came in? What property here for? Oh, 7C, okay, so you're actually after these gentlemen here, I just want to make sure. All right, so we're gonna go back up to new business 6B, 910 Northeast 113th Street, temporary construction fence. So my question on this one is what is the height of the construction fence and where's it located? Because it's not on the,
Okay, let's see the plans. It's. No, look.
and you have a demo permit, I believe, okay. I mean, you're just gonna say the property line.
Property line and 6 feet.
Okay, so please just note that on your application. Because it's not highlighted on here where, Where it's going. I don't have that. I just have if you look, I have a application, a survey, and another survey.
We don't have the
All I
height,
have-
we don't have the height of the fence either.
Huh?
We don't have the height of the fence.
It should,
He just said 6 foot.
6 feet property line.
No, no, I know, I heard him say that, but it's not in the
Oh,
application.
yeah, okay. So,
Should have been
so if,
submitted, this plan should have been submitted.
you just need to upload that plan to
Okay.
this application.
Okay.
The 24-57 construction fence permit. Is everybody good with that? Upload.
Yes.
There's no location or they're not calling out where the fence is going. So, do I have a motion?
We'll submit this.
We'll submit this tomorrow.
David and Scarlett, all in favor, say aye. Aye. So the temporary construction fence.
Esto no imprimiste. Esto es FedEx.
They need to upload the information.
Imprimen planos de
Needs to be done.
construcción.
That's the, All right, so now they're here to discuss 7A, 739 Northeast 118th Street.
Yes. That's correct.
You have the plans for it there?
Yeah.
So this is for new construction, second preliminary review.
Yeah.
739 Northeast 118th Street. He's got the microphone.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it back.
Ditched those plants and switched over to Kellogg. The existing that shows this.
No. No, I wouldn't bring the service, but it should be in the.
Okay, so this is a
Yeah, this is a
cul-de-sac, so,
cul-de-sac here,
so
yeah.
there's like, can I draw this?
Sure.
There's like. And this feeds this house and this feeds this house and they all kind of share this
Like
right
this-
away.
Yeah. this-
So if y'all remember when you were here last time, he was trying, yeah, there it is.
It's like a month.
So he flipped it for our suggestion. Thank you. So it's gonna make your entrance into this a lot easier.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then just, you
As
know,
a matter
personally,
of fact,
just hedge all this in and you
Yeah.
don't have to worry about all this, you know? But
we put it here because we wanted to take those cars off.
Yeah.
Because they keep parking all the time there.
Uh,
That's why we put it up here.
I mean,
You're right, it's easier this way.
yeah, and this way you're just dealing with coming
Yeah.
into here.
Yeah.
And this is gonna have to, you know,
Is
I
it
don't know if they're
big-
gonna have to have a powwow between you, these three operate,
Yeah, because they keep parking all the time here.
and that,
I spoke with him, what I suggested, and we're all in agreement, this house and this house, is that from this part here, we'll build them like, what's it called, not build, but just lay like, pavement or some sort of like,
you're gonna provide them a parking service.
yeah, we'll just lay like a slab here.
Yeah.
And then we'll put green space so they can park, they just need 3 cars.
Cause this is the one here, right?
Correct.
And then there's the other one here.
Correct, so they just need 3 cars, so we just pave, not pave, but like do a slab concrete here where they can park 3 cars and the rest we can. They also wanna beautify this area, we're on the
Okay.
same page.
Okay.
We're all
So,
in agreement with that.
okay, cause it's, you got 3 houses sharing the same right of way.
But I met with her like 2 weeks ago.
But you're gonna wanna make this driveway out to the street, wherever the street is at.
Correct.
Okay.
More or less.
And then what will probably, and if you're gonna do this, then you're gonna have to build, you're gonna do this and you're gonna do this. And it's gonna be a similar material
Yeah.
Correct.
and you're gonna claim that this is part of this.
I don't know how that process.
Well, somebody's gonna have to apply for this.
Okay.
Well,
So if you're doing it, then it's gonna be it needs to be part of your share of the right of way. And-
they do it and they're doing that part that's gonna put them over 40% of the swale by themselves.
If I got to the next,
Sorry.
my next thing was, is that you have to keep in consideration, you have a 40%
Yeah.
rule. But, you know,
We'll
But
figure it
if
out.
they have if they say, hey, we'll do the paperwork to have you apply for it, and they have nothing, then the neighbor could get away. with
claim
it.
that they're
Yeah.
40%.
Someone will apply. We'll figure it out. It's
But
fine.
I think this is a case that we might be very lenient as a board because you literally have three homes sharing the same piece of property.
yeah.
So it's gonna be 40% of three homes or,
They can pay 120.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly, Dave.
it's okay.
So,
That's the problem.
so this is the new house. 23 feet high. And
Some renders
10,
here.
11-foot story. There's the front facade. Did we look at this just before you do that? Let's real quick. Your way on your setback is 30, that's 30?
Yeah.
That's 10, 10 to pool?
Yeah.
And then 10 over here?
10, 12 over here, 10 over here,
Okay, and then what is this here?
10. This one's 12. Here.
Okay, so you know the rule on our
Yeah.
second stories, it's
Yeah.
gotta be 15.
That's not for us.
So if,
I think that's new law.
no, it's the same that you had on the previous. So you're allowed to have 10 feet. 10 feet.
Yeah.
For 30 feet total.
Yeah.
So you can do 10 feet. The rest has to be step back 15 feet.
Okay,
Oh,
so we're okay here.
It has to be in 5 feet from that edge. 15
Yeah, but
feet
we're-
from the line.
You measure here 30 feet, that's what we have.
This in total is 30 feet?
Is, yeah, I think so. More or less.
What is this part right here?
No, it's just the terrace.
Mm. Okay,
But there's
so
no roof, there's no roof.
It's
there's-
from here to here.
From here to here.
Seems a little more, but you know,
But
you're
it-
the architect.
No,
I'll let you that, but I'm just letting you know, you have 10 for
Okay.
30 feet and then
Okay.
15
Okay.
back. And then the same thing over here. I don't know if this is 10 or, but the same rule applies on both
Okay.
sides. So,
How tall are they? Really? First floor is 11?
11,
11.
11'8". These are the sides?
This-
Okay, we're definitely providing movement, articulation, no extended blank walls.
I'm running straight.
Or them to come.
That's it, I see.
I know. Come on.
The rendering are
Yeah.
correct, it's now-
There was a rendering there, wasn't there?
Yeah,
You uploaded some, I saw.
Yeah, it was very bright. There's a lot of lights. Isn't that it there, no?
Yeah, those are lanes.
Wait. and with another color. Maybe.
Oh, but it's not-
But isn't it
it
right?
is,
Yeah, it's down, but.
For a house without color.
Should be.
We have it in there. Yeah, no.
Wrong button.
We have the.
But so you can see this, I mean, this appears to be pretty far back. But it's obviously, it's a perspective. Is this part of the building, this trout, this
Yeah.
outside
Yeah.
cladding?
Yeah.
It's
cladding.
That's cladding. Cladding.
This kind.
Okay.
They do the tree survey and all that stuff.
It should be. all.
Dude, one of them.
I mean, I think you have to work on
We have
this.
to- Yeah.
So you're gonna come back for another round.
Yeah.
But I think you're in the right direction with it. And then we didn't look at any calculations over there. So you're gonna be at 43% when you're done? Or 50, green is 56, the
Green's
43, okay. And change, so you're fine with that. But make sure you call out the
Yeah.
driveway here, too.
We want to just from an insurances perspective, we just want to see, drive the applications and regulations. Approval in the next one, just so that everybody else. Creatable. Simultaneously.
Why don't we ask to put, at least represent what they want to do? And then they'll still come in for an application, but we'll do like a site plan review.
Right, but if it's on the site plan and it's approved on the site plan.
Okay.
I
So-
feel like that would probably be a good.
So come up with what you're looking for to do. And this, and put it on the application for next time. The drive, the approach and this whatever parking. Island?
We need to take measurements here.
Yeah, we're not gonna, you still could change it when you come in for the actual driveway application. But at least for now, we could say, okay, this is their,
That's gonna be green for now.
but no, but at least on
No.
on the site plan. So we
Okay.
want you to put it on there,
Okay.
but we're not gonna hold you to it.
So like in the end, when the building permit comes through, you can have the neighbor put in a building permit for the other.
Okay,
one, and
so
it's
you want us to
you.
do a site plan presentation for this?
Yeah.
this
so
area?
What your
living
idea is
room
gonna
will
be.
Your
Yeah.
Sure.
driveway.
Yeah.
And then your neighbor can do the other. permit.
Okay.
But it'll still all comply with the site plan and do it at the same time.
All right, so we did that. The next would be 7B, 910 Northeast 113th Street, new construction, second preliminary review also. So you decided to put the pool in the front?
In the back.
Oh, no, in the back.
The back.
Okay.
Where the sun
First
comes.
story, first, second floor.
Oh, you guys are killing me with the small print.
And the park, and the corner of the park.
So I'll read it. This is 16-8, 7-7, 7-5, 9-4, 7-4. This whole. And the frontage. So this is the
So,
park.
so just, if,
That's the rear of the property. So that's our neighbor.
okay,
This is the avenue.
but you're still, it looks like you set this back.
Yeah,
So is this at 10 feet here?
yeah,
So that's 10 and that's 10.
yeah.
And that's the, a setback additional.
Two.
Okay, 2, okay. So the undulation is actually on this side, because the code is on the sides. But you have one of those funky, this technically is a side, but it's really legally a rear.
This is rear and this is rear, right?
Well, here's your street address. Rear, side, side. Side, this is side front, interior side, rear, front side.
Okay.
Lot coverage,
Good.
you're right at 49.96%. Okay, so you're right at your lot coverage with everything. Remember, that's everything, your patio.
Yeah.
Your drop walkways, everything.
Right.
So this faces the park?
This is.
The main entrance, yeah. This one. This
Okay. 25-foot high at the highest point.
Yeah.
You do have multiple roof line heights. You have a
Yeah.
lower height, a higher height, even higher up there. Okay, so you meet that code. And this is the rear.
Yeah.
So I would suggest doing something on these walls, because it does say it to avoid excessive blank walls.
Okay.
Because this does look directly at your neighbor. They're looking up at this at 10 feet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you've done all this great cladding on that other house.
Yeah, we could
So,
do some.
so maybe something that,
If you, if you were to draw it out, where your suggestions would be on cladding.
Oh, maybe here,
yeah, just something between the windows, or
yeah, maybe here.
just something up high that you're not looking at these big blank walls.
It's okay?
Yeah.
Or you want?
Oh,
I mean, it's, you're not gonna
Here,
see
here,
this.
fine.
This is gonna be behind the
Yeah.
fence.
maybe here and here.
maybe
Yeah.
at least
Yeah,
Probably.
A and B.
Go like this.
just something to,
Killing me. $15 a foot, bang. Killing me.
Yeah, that's only for the second floor, for the second story.
$15 a foot.
look at it all over here. Look at all this you got going on.
Yeah.
This is, nobody sees. Yours is. You have it on the front side. This is the part that faces what, Ninth Court, Ninth,
Yeah,
Ninth?
yeah, that's it.
Court.
This is, yeah,
Correct.
this is the avenue or the court.
Yeah. So, you know, you just gotta wrap this
Yeah.
around.
Yeah. a little bit.
Maybe just don't do wood on your doors, garage doors. Just do regular
It's just,
solid garage doors. It's a lot of wood going on
Yeah.
there.
just a visual. Maybe we put those glass doors on.
Oh, well, the same as 967, looks fine.
I don't get the glass garage doors personally.
The glass door, the entrance?
No, on the garage doors, I would say
I
everybody
hate-
sees,
I
everybody
hate-
sees everybody sees your bicycles
Yeah, I
parked in
hate
there,
that.
and
Okay.
you're advertising
Glass
everything.
doors.
Yeah. It's a trend now, but
I don't like that.
you have to keep your garage clean, you know?
Yeah, not the point of it.
Any other comments from
No.
from the,
You guys like it?
Yeah.
Conceptually?
Yeah.
That's nice.
it's,
This is in front of the park, the
it's
White
set,
House.
it's set back, so it's not gonna be so imposing onto the park.
Yeah, it's gonna have a lot of landscape again. It's gonna have.
The pool's in the
metro
back, so,
scale.
Pool's
The
in the back.
pool, finally, we put it back on the sun.
I mean, it was a cool idea, what you wanted to do,
I think it lays
but
better.
you're just gonna
Yeah.
get more sun in there, more use out of it.
Oh, it lays better.
You know, the cool idea was like.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I mean, my only reservation concern is like, okay, that would be super cool to do it at Bunch of Streets, but the one that's right in front of the pool, or right in front of the park, is like, some kid not getting watched, it's gonna, you're gonna have.
that's privacy issue.
It's, well, it's not a privacy issue, but I would have to, like, I wouldn't wanna be the homeowner and walk out and like, the kids struggling with the pool. Like, I don't-
Yeah.
Oh, and obviously, like, we all live in houses, like the backyard, it's your sanctuary space in a way. If your backyard is overlooking the street, overlooking the park, kind of takes away the privacy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you're laying there trying to relax and the kids are playing ball
So, yeah.
across the street, so. Okay.
What about the courts? Is the village going to build the paddle?
I don't know, there's there's discussion, let's put it that way. I don't know which direction it's gonna go.
The basketball courts?
No,
No,
the
the paddle.
pickleball.
Or pickleball? Or where would they go? I don't know.
There's been discussion of
This-
putting them in the park.
They were trying to put them over here.
Soccer field there?
No, on the,
Over
I
here.
think on the other,
Over here or over here?
no, I think they want to put them back in the backside
Oh, better.
by where like the volleyball court's at over in that area.
Have you guys heard the noise
Yes.
pickleball
Williams,
makes?
yes.
Very nice.
I'm dealing with
Hours.
pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, for hours.
I do a lot of work in country clubs and I hear all about the noise of pickleball, so. But that's up to the
Yeah.
commission and I know there's discussion. I don't think there's been any decision on that.
So I think people complain if they
Yeah.
have 9 o'clock at night, pickleball.
Oh, they play at 10 o'clock.
Yeah. you have 10 o'clock.
Okay, so we're good on this. You're gonna be moved to the third review. So if you're ready with all our comments to come back
910 goes on for third, these both going for.
Both.
Come back for third.
Okay, and for 739, you want a site plan showing this little mini
Yes,
project.
please.
Done.
All right, so we'll see
On
you.
the
in-
fence.
And the fence will
It's
love that.
approved, okay.
What fence?
The construction fence.
Oh, because everyone's doing fence. You just got to upload that
Yeah, we'll
document. It's
upload- yeah.
approved.
Then you
wanna approved.
to work on the measurements on the, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, the setbacks.
The facade, yeah.
The second.
Okay.
Ujú.
Esto debajo del dron.
Sí, pues está bien, pues, sí, tiene razón.
All right, we're gonna move on with our agenda. So this is their discussion item, so there's going to be a motion. So we move to their agenda. When you guys send in your new plans, which one each other for the third. Okay. Thank you.
Happy holidays.
You too. All right, we have, seven.
feel like we know that.
166 zero. Sorry, we're gonna go back up to 60 1102 Northeast 94. No, sorry, 60 11270 Northeast 94.
Here.
Hi.
Hi.
We'll find out.
So yes, I'm good. I'm in 5 feet with 83 inches tall,
How many, how long?
83.
It's a little higher than 6.
No, no, I didn't mean 83. I calculated wrong. I'm sorry. Sorry. I calculated wrong. I calculated wrong and then I was putting inches and feet in inches. But no, I am good. I'm 6 feet, almost 6 feet is an inch shorter than 6 feet.
Yeah, and it's 5 feet long.
Mhm.
Yeah, 8. It's really not a gate, it's not a trellis, you're applying for a front gate.
Okay.
Motion to approve. So you're approving the front gate.
Okay.
That's something we should decide. Yes. I have a motion,
Second.
Scarlett second, all fair say aye. Aye. It's the motion carries. It's the gate. So it's not a trellis, it's a pedestrian,
Do I have to change something on the permit?
no.
I think I apply as a fence if I'm not mistaken.
But
Let
you
me,
just need to submit the drawing. It's showing 72 inches wide by 72
Five.
inches high by 60 inches wide.
I do a drawing for
Yeah,
it.
just take that picture you showed me,
Draw and draw.
just write on there and
Okay.
scan it and upload it to
To
the
the phone.
application.
And how do I do for the removal of the problem with the columns? If it's, how do I notify it?
You have to wait for our next meeting. I mean, right now you can just remove them.
I already did.
Okay, so then, right now you're satisfying the violation. But if you want to put them back, you need to actually apply
No,
for variance.
No, I'm just saying like for this to be removed from my title because I don't have a clean title because of that. So how do I go about removing this violation if it's already taken away from?
So this is our code officer, he's gonna tell you how. Basically, you just gotta, they have to see that you actually remove them.
So do I bring a picture tomorrow to the city? Oh, we can go. Okay, if you don't mind.
Yeah, we'll stop by and inspect it, and then if you're in compliance, then that will be clear from the record.
It's just because I need to close.
So,
Okay. The what? I did. And that's the 2 violations there that are not letting me close.
So if you guys,
we'll do the inspections and we'll do the compliance, and then another group will take care of the lien and that process. That
I
I
can send to the bank so they know it has been taken care of. It may take a minute.
I know I saw them before. I know they're removed.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw them.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So I'll go back. Thank you so much.
All right, so we have 7C, 11660 Northeast 8th Avenue, lots. You have no documents to show us, we don't have anything in our. Well, let me just go up there.
Do I start? What we wanted to see if we could do, we have a corner lot that originally, it was 2 lots, probably before they built the house, which was lot 26 and 27. And we wanted to see if, we can make a buildable lot by dividing it. Of course, the county of course, they said yes, but I have to come through here. Yes, which I know now. But originally, the lots 20, like if I were to divide the way it was before, like when probably in the 40s. Right. Originally, when probably they bought first the 2 lots and then they built a house. So we wanted to see, hold on, let me. This is on one,
The thing is that our code states, the thing that I'll say is that, you have to have a 75.
no, I'm aware. If you were to do it, right, there is a side, on the side that is on, hold on, I'm looking at the wrong way. On 117th is wider, is 155. And then on 8th, which was originally like that on 8th Street, it would be 70 and 75, right? But the other way is, let me show you.
Yeah, no, I know exactly.
But on this side is 155, the 77, here, somewhere here, it says, 77.5, here from 170.
To the house.
Right, so.
If you want, yeah, so if you.
This is 170.
Okay, yes.
Okay. This is 150. So from here to, here, 77. But I will need for the setback, 1.5 on this side, right?
So you want to subdivide it and keep the property?
That's what,
Keep that.
that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, no, okay, so then so you were actually going down a route where you were actually gonna be able to say, okay, I wanna do a 75, I wanna do a 75. But the problem is that you cannot subdivide it and then your house have the non-conforming setbacks.
Right.
You have to have a 20-foot wide hole, basically, that goes the length of the middle, because it's 10 feet on one lot and 10 feet.
So
on
it's
the
not
other.
5 feet and 5 feet.
10 feet and 10 feet, so that, there's no way that you could do it, you can do it if you split it this way. There's no way you can do it, you could do it if you drew a line straight down the middle this way. but this building would have to go. This building is
That's
probably 10 feet, yeah, but it's probably 10 feet, you'll
Yeah, yeah.
probably leave that, right? But where the line splits down the middle of the 155, so at that 77.5, right? Then you have to have 10 feet with nothing,
So
except
then
for plants.
each
Correct.
side.
Well,
Oh.
and
Why
we're
can't
only,
it go five?
we're only concerned with the existing structure, so it'd be 10 feet. You couldn't have, your property line would have to be 10 feet from from here. Now, whoever's gonna build over here would have, then you'd have right now you have 23 feet, so let's just say you went 10 feet here and you're just going like that. So then, so you have 10 feet and you have, 13.
Yeah, but then the
13 feet.
lot will not be.
But then you don't have your 75
Right.
and 75 required here. So you kind of run into, catch-22 there. Now, if you were to take the house down and clear the lot and divide it in half and make it a
If I had that money, I would not.
76 or 76, yeah.
Right, no,
You wouldn't have it here.
was it once 5 feet? No, always 10 and 10. What is it?
A lot of this, non-beach, whatever, we're 10,
Where's 10?
so,
So there's no way, like, I don't know.
oh, no, I mean, the way it would be fair, that's,
Tear the house
that's if
down.
you want to do that.
But why does that's a question, not based on my ignorance. Why does the county, why would they treat it with no problem if you cannot do anything with that?
Is the county doesn't have stuff back.
Well, Scarlett's our expert on this. I mean, I would imagine you probably, why would the county go ahead and say, yeah,
Right,
we can do this?
so they did, they did.
So, right, they're relying on the local cities to enforce the setbacks. They don't have anything to do with our setbacks or our lot
Right, but
size.
That happened.
They can't,
Because I remember once I had a problem with, the taxes and with my lot and everything, so I had to go to the county, that's why I thought this time, I called at the beginning of the year, over the phone, they said, okay, go ask the county, then I did. Why would they go ahead and do it, then I had the lot.
No,
You
that-
absolutely can, but remember that when the county looks at it, the county doesn't know where on your lot the buildings are. So you,
No, they do require the survey, and as long as the property is not in the middle or between the.
Yeah, but the county is not the county's not looking at the fact that we require 75-foot frontage. They're not looking at that. They're just looking at the property and going, oh, yeah. They can't.
divide.
you have two different plots right now.
They did, and,
They divided it in what way?
no,
Tell us
they
the
did,
process
they did the process,
of
I
what?
was able to.
Did they give you two folio numbers?
They were, but I was.
That has nothing to do
able-
with plating.
They were,
or
I remember
subdividing.
It was behind the lot.
They were
back
not.
Way, like, original.
They would not do it without a local
No,
municipality.
they did.
No.
They did. I have the email. They did, and I had to.
You might be
call
confused.
them,
because No, they did not split your lot. We legally have to do it, and we do it by a resolution. We send a resolution to the county. You go through a plat committee, come back to us for the final plat. Yes. Okay, okay,
Which is fine.
okay. You know better than me then.
That's, that happened last week, because I even notarized the letters and the survey, because they told me that's how I was supposed to do it in the, in Miami-Dade County. And then they said, okay, we're dividing, I was like, no, I have the PNP meeting. So that's why I.
So I'm sure the county was looking at this going, you have a legally plotted lot numbers 27 and a legally plotted lot number 26, and you're allowed to subdivide us. You can have two different folios numbers on it, but they have not gone back to us as the local planning board of this town that we enforce our codes And right now, lot 26 and lot 27 could not be standalone lots because they're not big enough. They don't meet our codes. So they're looking at it going, okay, 2 legal lots, yes, you can divide them. But then they're gonna say, well, what does Biscayne Park say? And now we're saying our code does not allow for 70-foot wide lots to be legally built upon.
That if there's no communication with them, they would maybe do something.
No, you're the conduit. You have to be the communication. We don't directly go to the county and ask about applications. So you need to bring.
Like, we have no idea you're talking to the county. This is the first we're hearing about it. So,
That's why I came and they explained me and they maybe go to the county and ask and I went. Otherwise,
And-
who likes to go to the
yeah, and I don't know who or what that conversation you had, but technically the first conversation they should be telling you is that you need to come talk to the planning board first. You need to come to us first. Yeah. Yeah, because it would save you a lot of time than going to all the way to the county, whatever you've done so far. Because we're telling you in 10 minutes that we've been talking, what you're allowed to do by looking at it. And that, again, like I said, the county's just looking at the lots 27 and 26 saying, okay, yeah, they're legally platted, they can be separated. Yeah. Yeah, but even those would not be able to be separated the way they are because the house is sitting right on the property line. You'd have to take 10 feet off of your house. Yeah. It's 70, and this is 70. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously you would come in and ask us for all these applications, do all this before you before you try to sell it or whatever you're gonna do, because, you want to make sure do your due diligence on that because it is 150 something feet, you said, from, 155, okay. So you have like 77.5 feet that you could divide into two legal lots.
But this would be the problem, not the.
Oh, there's a pool here? Okay. Yeah.
Well, on this side, or this neighbor could take apart your backyard
Right.
up to 10 feet from the house, if you're just trying to lower your property tax.
Yeah. I think it might open a whole another can of worms if you try to start subdividing platted lots.
It's. that's
I mean, Scarlett would be the expert on that. You are, can do it? Okay, okay.
All of the 10 feet, I will.
It's always been 10 feet, yeah, so.
I like my partner, big lot, I like it, but.
Okay.
Always needed.
Let's put that in the trash.
That's cool, the police we are.
Okay. Okay. You got a lot of land, so thank you. It's a discussion. Yeah, because they just came in to ask a question, so there's nothing to vote on, and I thank you. All right, I mean, if you want to put on there discussed lot split. Split and board advised not feasible with the current house. But there's nothing to vote on. All right, I see are you on the agenda? Are you with her? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. What are you here for? 6I, okay, and then I see this gentleman has come back to us, so let's do 6I. All right, so we do have, I'm sorry, let me just. So this is the 5A glass pool fence, 971 Northeast 11th Street. I need to have you record. But up here, just right here, you want to show me?
Yeah, just one. You had told me that if the fence is attached to the building, that might work. If I go from here, this end of the corner.
So. It's. You were to come out this way. And
Straight from the end corner.
any corner to here. And make it like part of the house, if you incorporated it into the house. But you would still have to stop like at the edge of the trucks. Yeah, you know, a portion of it would have to be wood or something like that. In the set, it's all, what I was trying to relay to you was, if you're doing it outside of the setback, this is all setback area, this is setback area, you could have glass, a portion of it. Rephrase what I said earlier. So like if you, let's just say, like you did, wood from here to here, wood to here, and then glass from there to the building, we could consider it part of the house. Part of the,
But it will be on the end of this corner. You cannot go this way.
no, because you're going into the setback.
Okay, so I have to go, if I go from here right here, I have a chain link fence. If I do 5 feet,
Okay.
has to be.
10, so you're outside of the setback.
So yes.
So 10, and then the rest, you know, you could, really this area where it's red, you wanted to make that glass. If you had to that, so this is 11619 Northeast 6th Avenue Pool.
Yes. So I submitted this for permitting about a year and a half ago.
6I.
And because the setback wasn't big enough from the street, we replanned the whole thing and moved it 36 feet away. So now you have the new plan.
Okay, I don't recall this being in front of us before, but it could be, and I know.
It was twice in
Okay.
front of you before. And so we moved the pool back in a little bit, and now it's 36 feet away from the street.
Well, first of all, it's,
I think that it would be okay, but what I'll tell you is, so you see this number, which
Hold on,
is
was
the
there an application?
36,
Mhm.
right? That's actually going to the other side of the first street, right? Really, the only dimensionality that we care about in this direction is this is your property line where the
Mhm.
fence is. And
And it's 36 feet away from the street.
from the other side of the street,
No,
yes.
from our street. From this street to here, there's 36 feet.
that's the
No.
median, that line,
Yeah,
there's a median.
This is the median. It's a measurement that goes to the median. So
Mhm.
your property line is where this part is, this fence.
Okay, so
Right. So what the edge of the
Isn't
water.
this, isn't this, oh, so that's one side of 117th Street?
Yeah, so this is one side, so this is the side going that way, this is the side going that way, this is the median.
Mhm.
This is your property line here, and this is the swale,
Mhm.
right? So this is all grass, right? And then this is road, right? So what's important for us is that the edge of the water is
Will
10
be-
feet to this line that has the exits, that's where your
Mhm.
fence
Yeah,
is.
it's more than that.
Yeah, but the problem is that the number doesn't say that, so if you tell the designer, whoever put this together, hey, we don't need 36 to the other side of the street. What we need to show is from the edge of the water to the fence, to the property line.
10 feet.
As long as that's more than 10
Okay,
feet,
but can we
then
talk about
we're
this
okay on
before
that part.
we
Okay.
go further?
Well, yeah, but that's the first most obvious thing, and I want
Okay.
to people.
Well, first of all, right now, where he's applying for, we have to deny it.
Why?
Because you're wanting putting an accessory structure in your side front yard.
But that was, there was a deck and a jacuzzi there that got ruined by a thunderstorm. So you have allowed a deck and a huge
Was
jacuzzi.
the deck? Well,
of
first of all,
12
deck-
people.
A deck is one thing, but the jacuzzi, was that all?
Yeah, it was
permitted at
permitted
some
by
point?
you, yes. It was permitted. I've looked into it. It was permitted by you. And it was actually a lot closer to the fence than my pool is gonna be.
And is there a variance for it or something?
No, there wasn't a need for a variance for that jacuzzi. I
So
have no
just
idea.
to be clear, you live on a corner lot. You have a front side which faces Sixth Avenue. That's your front.
Right, where I
You have-
cannot put the
part
pool
that faces
because,
107th Street is your side front. Both of those have 30-foot setbacks. You're not allowed to have a structure inside those 30-foot setbacks. And especially an accessory structure, which is a pool. So just to be clear, what you're asking for is not allowed in our code. Okay?
that, as long as the setback from the street, which is what I was told by all of you in the city and the building code,
I
and
guarantee you, I
of
would never
you-
told you have a 35-foot setback from the street.
that's what,
So-
that's
so-
what I've
but
been
just-
told
So just to be
in the
clear,
hearing for my permit.
okay, so just to
here
be clear,
before.
this, according to what I'm being told, this never has come before this board before. There was an application for a variance, but we never saw it.
Sir, the permitting,
There
the
was an
permitting, I could
application-
show you receipts, came before you twice. So it was denied twice because of the proximity to the
I'm sorry,
street.
I am.
So I'm not making that up. I was here before twice for this permitting.
that-
And you have told me that if I will move it away, because where you wanted me to put the pool, there is a septic tank and there is a driveway. I cannot put the pool in the back of the house. There's a driveway there. And there is all of the septic tank and all of all of the drain field and everything is there in the back of the house. I cannot put a pool there. So with that driveway coming in from 117th Street exiting to Sixth Avenue, if I were to put a pool, it should be inside the house. So I've been
So thank you very much, sir.
I've been
So I'm
requesting
gonna
of
speak now.
you.
I'm going to speak now, please.
Go
Thank
ahead.
you. So I am going to stand corrected. We did actually see you on November 7th, 2022. We denied it because of the location. We saw it again on January 17th, 2023. Same thing, we denied it because of the issue of the setback. And then, that's the same thing I just said. Daniel. So
And then I pulled the pool in a little bit further inside because you told me that the setback is the reason why you're denying it. And if I can make a plan to put the pool a little bit closer in, and so I did. And I was going to submit that as a variance. I've even paid for the variance meeting $360 a year and a half ago. And it was supposed to take place on July 3rd.
why has this not been?
Because on July 3rd, when I came here for the meeting, and actually I flew in from Costa Rica for that meeting, you canceled that meeting because it was the day before July 4th. And so I came here and stood in front of an empty building and I called the commissioner and he said that there's no meeting scheduled. And from then on, I'm without a pool. I paid $21,000 as a deposit for that pool almost 2 years ago. And I'm still waiting for you to approve it. And so the city suggested that now because the setback is not a problem, I should submit it again for a permit.
So the application on July.
3rd was supposed to be for a variance.
No, you just showed me like a list of dates.
The application for July 3rd was supposed to be for a variance, but since I moved the pool further back in,
Variance application was received on February 27th, 2023. The variance application?
I was never in front of I never got the hearing for that.
The last time this was in front of the board was on October 18th, 2020. The last time we saw it was February 6th, 2023. And then he applied for variance.
And I took pictures and I took videos and we submitted it to the
February
city,
27th. So that same month you applied for a variance application.
but it was
Why is this, we have not seen the variance?
because with the variance, for some reason, the lady that submitted all the paperwork for the variance, for some reason, some people in the city were replaced or I don't know what, and then they told me that they lost all the application that was submitted. I paid $360 for it. I never got that money back, nor did I get like what's missing in this until I called the city and started, actively seeking for an answer. And then finally, from the city, they told me that if I would pull the pool inside, then I can resubmit it for a permit. Instead of going through the process of, again, 3 months, 4 months for a variance.
Well, whoever told you that is incorrect. But it says here that on August 1st, called Antonio and left him a message to call me back regarding the variance application that is still incomplete. So I'm not sure what is incomplete from Doreen. What is that?
But were you not
You have an
considered,
application. and
were you not considered to give me a permit on this? If the pool is further enough from the street, would you not consider to permit it?
It has to be 30 feet back from the property line, not the street.
30 feet back from the property line? Could I see this bylaw? Could I see this?
Yeah, sure.
Could I get a copy of this bylaw?
Um, it's so it. Yeah, so you're in zone B, I believe, so you have a 30-foot setback. 30. 30 feet, no, from the property line. Everything is from the street, property line, property line, property line, street, property line. No, street, property line, 30 feet. Every house in the park has a 30-foot setback from the street, from the property, on the street side, from the property line. Yes, all setbacks are property lines. That's the rear. It's the back of your house, the part that faces your neighbor behind you. So you have a variance application and it's not incomplete for some reason. I'm not sure why. I don't know. It's not, whoever's telling you that is not correct and, code enforcement, that's not planning board. But it. So again, you have a 30-foot setback on the rear, on the side property line. Go talk to Doreen tomorrow, if you like. Go right ahead, sir. I'm really sorry that you put a deposit down on something without a permit. That's rule number one, is usually you don't put deposits down on things until you get a permit. Until you get a permit, sir. Until you get a permit, sir. So that's unfortunately your own problem for not doing due diligence and not getting a permit. You need to get a permit before you build something. You don't build anything until you get a permit. Okay, sir. Thank you very much for your time. Okay, but you can give me my respect back. You're talking over me.
Lived here 12 years to know very well what you do for me. So I'm coming right away from the point of being very grateful for you for this. And humbly, I'm telling you that I'm being worn down by this. When I put the deposit in good faith, it was for them to do an architectural plan. There was a reason why I put them to start buying certain materials, because I was hoping I was gonna get a pool where I had my recreational area already. Because it seemed like there wasn't a problem to approve a whole 12 people jacuzzi in that area. So I assumed that the city would allow me to put a pool there because there's no other place to put a pool. I can't put a pool in front of Sixth Avenue. That would never go through. So when I'm speaking to you, it's not to disrespect you or the speak over you. It's more of an appeal to you. You understand what I'm saying? It's more of like I'm appealing to you and not speaking over you or disregarding the position of you trying to help. So I hope we got that.
Okay, thank you. So let's move on. So we want to help you. You do have a variance application in the system. I don't understand why it's not been brought before us. Okay, so is somebody going to please get in touch with him and tell him what he needs to supply in order to get the variance application applied? Okay.
Paid for and paid more. Do you understand?
No, I understand, sir. But I'm just telling you that our process that, you know, we are provided information from our village staff, and we don't have a variance application in front of us. We have a pool application in front of us. So we don't have, I mean, if it said variance, that would be something else, but we're looking at. Thank you, sir. For the variance. Okay. Yes, we're done, sir. Thank you. You too. Guys, get to talk to him tomorrow about that, please. So he's got to fill out that form. Yes. So he applied for variance, paid for it, but he never applied, he never filled out the form. Well, the only thing.
Yeah, a lot of times applicants are confused because they think if they apply for a variance, then that's just it's an automatic, like, oh, that's just another way to get around. They don't understand that it needs to be a reason, and they have to fill out that form and give us their justifications. I don't know that he has a justification that he expressed anyway. So he may just be confused, like he thinks like, oh, I applied for a variance, so where's my variance?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Get my permit.
But to be clear, it's a 30-foot side front setback. Not from the street, especially not the way it's drawn here, because right here it's actually.
He's
drawn
very confused.
From the median in the middle of the street.
No,
So can I get a motion to deny, please?
Motion to deny.
So the application as presented, which is for a pool in the side front. I have a motion and I have a second. I think that was Scarlett, Pablo. All in favor, say aye. Aye. He needs to fill out his variance application and bring it back to. Now, again, just because he fills it out doesn't mean he's gonna get it. He has to still go to the village commission and us first, and then the village commission.
With a compelling reason.
So
Not that, he hasn't presented it. I don't know, maybe he has something up his sleeve that would be,
I just, to me personally, and you know, I wish that he was here, but I don't know if it would be constructive. He's got 45 feet between the side of his house and the other lot, so I don't see the hardship of having to grant a variance with the pool on the other side, but on the south side of his property.
South side of the property.
There's 45 feet.
Side.
So you have to have a hardship to enable to say, I can't put it any other place on my property. Yeah. He wouldn't need a variance if he put a pool right in that little thing where it says lot 40. Yeah.
There's a cottage.
but it's a choice. A pool is not a right. There's a choice of what you're gonna do on your property. Like if he wants to do other things, then maybe he can't have a pool.
So anyway, he's got 4 points that he's got to prove, and he's got to come to us first. We make a recommendation to the commission. So, anyway, all right, let's go back to our agenda. We have minutes from the meeting of December 2nd, 2024.
I don't have any comments. Anybody else?
Looking table approved. Okay, I'll have a motion. Unless there's any other
To
comments?
approve.
Scarlett, David, all, aye, aye. Carries. All right. 5B, 11010 Northeast 8th Avenue, pool. And just to, after we started getting into it, I do recall seeing this before. It was just slipping my mind, but now I do recall previous one. To the rear setback. Okay, so now it's 12.8 and 10.6 to the other one. Okay. David Pablo, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Next will be 5C, 11130 Northeast 10th Avenue, shingle re-roof. We already saw this, right? We denied it because of no engineering letter. We don't allow shingle roofs without the engineer letter. So I have a motion from David. Yeah, no, there's a whole process. That- Yeah. Oh, this is the gentleman that came in and talked to us down on 10th Avenue. Okay. Yeah, they have to follow all of the requirements for the shingle roof. Sick. David, have a second?
Second.
Scarlett, all in favor, say aye. 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 Next would be 5D, 11143 Northeast 8th Avenue, driveway installation. This one of the ones that was like a cookie cutter of all the rest. Yeah. Lot coverage sheet. David, Scarlett, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Next would be 6A, 824 Northeast 111th Street, low slip roof. Just a flat roof. 6A. 6A, yeah. It's just a modified bitumen or something along those lines. GFA bonding adhesive. Motion, please.
Second.
David Scarlett, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Carries. Next, 6C, 1015 Northeast 115th Street, tile and flat re-roof. 6C. How many pages? Here it is. It's all the pitched roofs. $312. Anybody see a color or? It's product approval for a flat concrete tile. Pictures or flat concrete tile, it just doesn't have a code. Red, like terracotta red? Okay. I mean, just to move it forward, if you want to approve it, and say the color to be approved by the chair, I'll make sure that it stays within our guidelines.
Second.
Okay, David Scarlett, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
You think it's already there? Existing.
Okay. All right, I think we approved that. Okay, next would be 6D, 11018 Northeast 8th Avenue, flat re-roof. So somebody's gonna provide to the chair the color. You're gonna request from the contractor what color is the tile, and then send it to me, and I'll reply back with approval. As long as it's within, you know, it's not hot pink or something like that. 6D. 6D, yes. I have a motion. Second, Pablo, all in favor, say aye. Aye.
Oh, David, Pablo?
Yep. Next would be 6F, 11210 Northeast 10th Avenue, concrete slab. So what is the lot coverage?
Sounds like they're over.
One 11210 Northeast 10th Avenue. It's on page number 3. I mean, do we, but this is an appliance slab. It's like, it's something that you put underneath your air conditioner duct. So do we want to have some leeway on this?
I'm not for it, no.
Okay, just asking the question. Is this that new one that they got redone a couple years ago? How is it that they're over their lot coverage? And this slab is, if this generator slab is what, 4 by 6 or something, 3 by 6? Okay. Do I have a motion to deny? They gotta figure this out. They've gotta figure this
I
out.
did not, but I will. I'll motion to deny.
I mean, they gotta take up some
Okay, so,
concrete somewhere or something like that.
They have room.
Who made the motion?
Scarlett? Who was the second? David? Okay, all in favor, say aye. Aye. The motion to,
The reason for denial?
they're over their lot coverage.
Oh.
Maximum lot coverage is, it- not by just like 1 feet, it's really over. This is, they're, they're at 55% lot coverage right now. That is 6 up, was 6 up. Oh, 6H is next, 11308 Northeast 9th Avenue, aluminum fence and gates. Six-foot high horizontal aluminum fence with single gate, okay, and then 6 high horizontal aluminum fence with single gate. It should have a color. And also the gaps cannot be more than ½ inch. And they don't have a pool, but still, it can't be climbable. If there's a pool, there's not supposed to have any gaps, according to the Miami County, Miami-Dade County. Is there anything on this drawing at all that shows bronze or white?
Second.
David Scarlett, all in favor, say aye. Aye.
Deny it, right?
We're gonna deny it.
Who made the motion?
David Scarlett.
Scarlett, and what was the reason for?
There's no color, and we have to confirm that there's no more than a ½ inch gap in them. 6K is next, 12025 Northeast Fifth Avenue. I think that 5 feet means it's 5 feet in front of the house. I wonder if the house is at 5 feet. Well, they're asking for 10 feet, so and it's within our code, so we're giving them 10 feet. Yeah, but this is like a PDF drawing on top of a survey. This is not, it's not a scaled architectural drawing. They're giving us a general dimension that they want to put it 10 feet in. Now, they can go up to 5 feet if they want, but that's not what they're applying for, and it's. Well, the inspector will go and, I guess, measure the post when they do the thing. You know. My question would be, what color is it?
Do we care? Is that part of our review?
No, but I mean, again, as long as it's not hot paint, you know. Well, I don't want to deny it. I think we should move it forward, but I'm just saying we should ask them for a color. Color would be nice.
I think the survey might be wrong.
It's the house, right?
I have a motion by David.
Second.
Scarlett, all in favor, say aye. Aye. And just color, please. Please provide color. All right, so our next item on our agenda is discussion 5.7D. We set our meeting schedule for the 2025. No. These are months, first and third Monday typically. Yeah. We went through and looked at it last week and, you know, where there's a holiday or something like that, we tried to work around it. No, I mean, we're just setting our schedule. I mean, I don't think there's actual application. We hereby bless this, so. They're approving. I don't know. Oh. Oh, but. All
2
right,
weeks
so, do we have any other business for tonight? Okay, none. Can I have a motion to adjourn, please? No, somebody has a motion. David, 8:24.
In second.
Scarlett? All in favor, say aye. Aye, we're adjourned. We're adjourned at 8:24.
8:25?
I am, next Monday.
Um,
Stop the meeting.
2 weeks ago.